What is going on, guys? It's Austin Pamaj here, and today's video is a pretty personal one. It felt really good to be able to relate to a lot more of you guys. I was reading so many amazing and wonderful comments and tweets and Facebook posts like nonstop. It was just so nice to like be able to relate. But this video is it's talking about my dad, and I did a video back then. It was called Pamaj's Dad, and I know that was like the first time like I ever personally talked about my dad, and I feel like that sort of left a bad vibe on his half. When I say that, like people don't get like a good type of thing from him, but this video is like sort of to kind of like reflect back on some good memories I had with my dad, and just like he was a good dad. He really was. He isn't dead or anything. People think he's dead and all that, but he's not dead. He's well and alive. On his side, I actually have three like step siblings. I don't know how that works. I really don't know. They do their own thing. They're like 2 or 3 years old or something like that. But that's completely on the side. But good memories, I can think of easily like 3 or 4 on the top of my head, like right now. I'm pretty bad with memory, especially with people. Whenever this is off topic, but whenever I go to events and all that, I'm so bad with names. People always say, it's like, yo, you remember me from last year? And I just feel so awful about it because I'm so bad with remembering names and faces, and I have to meet them like 8 times within like a week and all that just for me to like completely remember them. But one memory, it's so nice and pleasant. I don't know if you guys did this, but every year on New Year's Eve, it was me and my brothers and my mom and dad. We were really young, and every year on New Year's Eve, we'd play Monopoly, and we were pretty competitive against each other. Obviously, because like the father-son type competitiveness, it's a good competitiveness to have. And every year we would play Monopoly, and of course, my mom and dad would like let my brothers win. And being the youngest brother out of everyone, we would always I won once. I remember that. I only ever won one Monopoly game. That was the end of it. But my brothers would always win, and like it was kind of like the naggy little bulliness type thing with your brothers. Like, if you don't sell your property, we're gonna beat you up. Like, it was like, if you think about it, like compared to how it is in the real world, it was pretty fucking ruthless. Like little kids beating each other up to sell property on Monopoly. It was actually pretty intense if you think about it. But every year we'd play Monopoly. It was always something really good. We kept on going with that for like 7 or 8 years, and it's just something I'll always remember because like, you know, there's been times when my mom would get fed up with my dad, and my dad, he has like this certain sort of aroma, not like aroma, like aura about him. It's like what every dad should be to you. Like, they should make you feel safe, and that's something he certainly provided. Like, anytime we were around him, we felt really, really safe. And my mom definitely explained that to me before. It's like we've always felt safe around him, and that's true. We always have. And any times like we'd be mad at each other or be sad or down, he would always somehow just pick us back up. Like actually just completely pick us back up. Not like, you know, feel bad about it or anything. Like literally like with humor, or just being able to like make you forget about it and just think of a better memory and all that. Like, he taught me to do that, and it's worked for me a lot of the times. And you know, there's times when we're all down, and you just sort of got to think back to those types of memories. So Monopoly and all that's definitely some of my favorite memories. We would always, every single year, we'd always have a Star Wars marathon. So what that is, we start from the first Star Wars episode, so we just do the Phantom Menace all the way up to the Return of the Jedi. So we'd binge watch it the entire day. So we did that with Harry Potter every year. We did that with, obviously Harry Potter wasn't finished until like recently. So we did that with Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Alien vs. Predators. That's about all I can remember right now. We do all of that, and the person who stayed up the entire thing, they got to choose breakfast the next day. So we like that, this little stuff, we just appreciated that stuff a lot more than normal, because it's just like appreciation. Always appreciate. That's the thing. Another one on New Year's. I think I'll just end it off at this one. Every year at the end of New Year's, the next day, January 1st, we'd always measure ourselves. So there's like a door hinge like right there, and just imagine it. and it'd always be my mom, my dad, me, and my brothers, and we'd just see who got taller this year and all that. And I don't know what it was in my mind that I would always think that I would somehow be taller than my brothers, even though they're both like Zach is 5 years older than me, and then my brother Wadi is like 3 or 4 years older than me. And I don't know what it was in my head. I always thought that I was gonna be taller than them the next year, but no, I was so wrong. But the underdog did prevail. It was fantastic because you know what? I'm the tallest one in the family now. Hey, watch out, Zach, mom, and dad, and Wadi, watch out. Yeah, it's crazy how, like, I actually am the tallest in the family. Like, I'm 6'5". I don't know if you guys know that. My brothers are like 6'1", 6'2". My dad's like 6 foot. My mom's like 5'5", 5'6". So it definitely felt good to just looking down on them. It's not like looking down on them, like thinking that they're lower than me like that. Before you guys assume that, it's like just like, hey, remember the times you guys thought I was gonna be the shortest? Nah, man, I came back and sprouted up. But yeah, it's I feel like I had to sort of do this type of video just to sort of like uplift because I've been the past few days have been pretty emotional for me, so I just had to think back on just some old memories, and I felt like this was a good opportunity to talk about my dad because in my older video, as I said before in the Pamaj's dad video, I sort of felt like I gave a bad vibe off and I left it off at that. The most important thing I did take from me like not exactly having a dad like for some time in my life, I took that as the opportunity to become my own man. And that's pretty deep, but that's the truth. I literally took that on my own. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog. Just sort of talk to you guys and share a little bit more. Maybe we did the same thing traditionally. Maybe we'd binge watch the same stuff or whatever. Just measure each other's measure each other's height on the door hinge and all that, or like the door frame. But either way, I'm awesome, Pamaj, and I'll see you guys later.